Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Trans. My name is Stephanie Bree. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna try to slowly start getting back into doing videos. But before I do, this is just a little update topic type video. Channel update first. I'm gonna start posting polls in the community tab section where people will be able to pick movies they want me to watch, to review. I will be posting in the polls movies I've never seen. I'm looking for recommendations. I have a list of all the films that I have seen that I want to talk about, but when it comes to specifically horror movies, I'm running out of movies that I've already seen to talk about. So I am looking for more movies to watch. Thumbs up to Tubi. They've been real good to me in the horror department. So I will definitely, if it's on Tubi or one of the free sites, Pluto, Roku, etc., I can watch it. I do not currently have access to the paid streaming sites. And as far as movies I have on DVD, like I said, I've already reviewed most of them. I do still have on DVD the remaining Puppet Master, Children of the Corn, and some Stephen King flicks that I haven't yet reviewed. So if you want, if you go through and see a Stephen King flick or a Puppet Master or Children of the Corn that I haven't already talked about that you want me to get to, I'll go ahead and pop in the DVD and check it out. As of right now, I've only seen the first two, Children of the Corns and the first two Puppet Masters. And I've only seen the first four Hellraisers and the Hulu Hellraiser remake. But I no longer have Hulu anymore, or Disney Plus, because I'm unemployed at the moment. Long story short, a lot of physical ailments keeping me from going back to work, and I'm still waiting on my disability hearing, because my health is getting worse, physically and other, pain-wise. I was recently diagnosed with a very aggressive form of arthritis, but I also have colitis and gastroparesis and neuropathy that I'm dealing with, among some physical things like my surgery that I had on my arm that I am still healing from. It's getting better, but unfortunately, I still have to have the same surgery on my left arm, so I'm still going to be, I'm still going to be at 20% capacity for the next few months. But I've been working with my doctors and my therapists to get me up to a point where I can have the energy and start making plans to do videos throughout the week. And I'm going to stick to it as best I can. So I don't have much of a topic today. I just want to talk briefly. And it's not really a topic. It's just more kind of a shout out, if you will, to the free sites that are fully loaded with some really awesome horror content right now. And I've already mentioned three of them. You have Roku. If you have the Roku app, that's a really good channel. They sometimes have. I saw just a random day I was sick. It was a few years ago, before COVID. I got sick, and I stayed home from work, and I was looking for something to watch to, occupy my brain, and that's where I stumbled upon Stepfather 2. And that's how I discovered the Stepfather franchise, which I don't think I've reviewed the one I have seen yet, because I want to watch the whole franchise in proper order before I do that. So, shout out. I think it was Tubi. But also, if you, I don't know if you can get it on your laptop or your smart TV, but, and I don't want to plug them, the company, but Sinclair has a good app called STIRR, Stir, that lets you tune in to various local TV networks that are owned by the various networks and that are owned by Sinclair, and they also have a decent, semi-decent catalog of available movies, free movies to watch on their app, and they have some thrillers. They don't really have a lot of horror movies, but they do have some thrillers that are horror cousins, if you will. You know, some of them are the hillbilly inbred cannibal cousins, but whatever, we take what we can get, you know what I mean? I've mentioned Tubi. I'll say it. I'll say it, and I'm not ashamed of it. I love Shudder, but Tubi is they're just doing horror better than even Shudder is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love Joe Bob. I love the drive-in, but you know, not as much as I want to just sit and watch a movie without his shenanigans. And the Shudder originals, they're good. I haven't seen any Tubi originals, but I haven't had to because I've been watching so many movies on Tubi. And then there's also, I think there's Screambox has a free tier, and I think Paramount and Peacock have a free ad-supported tier as well. Don't quote me on this, but I think they do. So they have some horror content you can watch. And then there's Pluto, which I don't recommend Pluto because their app is garbage, especially on a PlayStation or a smart TV. But it's passable on a laptop. I say laptop. Who has desktops anymore? Honestly. You know, I don't know. I'd love to have a desktop, but do they even still make them? I don't know. I haven't seen any in the stores, so that's a topic for my other channel. Maybe. But anyways, so yeah, I just want to mention that you don't have to pay for Netflix and Warner, what the fuck are they called? I guess they're back to HBO Max, only now it should be HBO. We barely have content. And then, you know, the paid one. You don't have to pay for the paid ones. Amazon sometimes has some free stuff, and so does YouTube. So, you don't have to pay money to get access, other than having to pay your internet bill or have a cell phone plan with a good unlimited data stream, to be able to get access to, I'll say, quality to a horror fan standards horror content. We're mostly talking B movies here, let's be real. But occasionally, especially around this upcoming fall season, closer we get to Halloween, you'll start to see more of the heavy hitters pop up on these free sites for, you know, a month or two and then, you know, disappear. But it's cool. You know, it's all good. And if you're really looking for some pretty good horror content that's absolutely free, just turn on your local news station because, you know, there you go. Stay cool. I'll be back with reviews soon.